It's a little bit weird being here so early, I'll be honest. What am I supposed to... What am I supposed to do when I'm here this early? But welcome in. Open mic issue? I don't know. Is there an issue? Shouldn't be. I'm like right up against it. I don't know. Shouldn't be an issue with the microphone. Everything else seems like it's everywhere it should be. Everything seems like it's where it should be. Seems like we're locked in, Joe. Welcome in, everybody. Tuesday, live auction. Of course, brought to you guys by Heritage Auction. Sponsored by Heritage tonight. Huge thanks to them sponsoring. Huge thanks to you guys being here. No NES games tonight. Kind of crazy. The whole auction layout tonight is just kind of odd, weird. I don't know what you'd call it. We have 3 pre-Nintendo games, then we jump all the way to 1 Game Boy Color and N64. So like, barely any Atari, no NES, no Super Nintendo. There's a lot of modern stuff near the end of the auction. I'll just go ahead and link it to you guys in the chat here. There's a lot of modern special editions at the end. There's a lot of good Xbox stuff. Just a very different weekly auction. The auctions before the signature, center up a little bit. The auctions before the signature, you never really know what's going to appear in the weekly. What, 2 NES games? No, we don't. Oh, well, does this count? This doesn't count. Surely this lot of 4 CIBs, 5s. This is how little these games matter, Joseph. They called it a lot of 4 CIB games. Clearly 5 games here. They called it 4. That's how little those matter, okay?
Is on time.
Yo, Marty! I saw you wrote that you're never here, or you're always here, sorry, but you never chat anymore. It's all the same, my guy. Much appreciated for the 5. Much appreciated for the support, Marty. But welcome in, you guys. Hopefully you can come out on Friday to the signature auction, May 24th, May 25th, the Friday and the Saturday. Friday, of course, is going to have the live auction here. That's the biggest day of the auction. The Friday is the big day. Starting at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern time on both days. Friday and Saturday, so earlier than normal. Just make sure you mark your calendars there. 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. Earlier than normal, Friday and Saturday. Ugh, got a peach honey AHA here. Do you guys have AHA in the States? Is this a Canadian brand? I don't know. It's sparkling water. Yo, Justin Udell. I appreciate you, dude. Appreciate you very much, man.
Fair warning. Next lot.
Your headset is crap? Yeah, that might be the case there. That might be the case there, Joe. What's on the menu tonight? Yeah, a lot of special edition stuff coming up later in the auction. Super Monkey Ball Jr. here. I don't know if people care about the GBA version, but it's 9.8A++. There's also Pro Rally 9.4A+, and this Batman game Big Box Edition VGA 90 on GameCube. Both interesting GameCube games. Even SRS is like, this is limited edition with trading cards, I think. Yeah, so it has an LRB seal, I'm pretty sure. And it has these these trading cards attached to the back. I don't follow the niche GameCube variants like as closely as some people, so I don't know how impossible this are. Featuring the girls of SRS, nice. You get some smut trading cards included. That's awesome. But just like a really weird item to see in a weekly. So hopefully, you know, if someone's looking for, if you're deep into the GameCube world, that's probably interesting for you. A lot of Switch accessories too, like graded Switch carrying cases right here, the Amiibo, of course, Joy-Con controllers, a Pro controller. So I don't know what that stuff's gonna go for either. Considering how much it costs to grade some of that Switch accessories, I almost assume they're gonna be a good deal. You know what I mean? The grading fee alone on that Switch stuff, like the Pro controller, even the Amiibo, that's like $100+ just to grade those. So kind of odd. But we'll see how they do. We'll see how they do. Certified is all Switch now. Kind of sad. When is Certified Link running again, Elijah? I haven't even paid attention to them anymore. Or like, you know what I mean? I haven't like heard them on my radar that they're coming up or whatever.
$34.
The game so far, Miss Pac-Man, 9.28 plus, $84. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons went for $162.50. Earlier revision of this here with like Mattel text at the bottom, I believe. Donkey Kong, 9.4 NS for Intellivision. for 150. 05 was ungraded for the Atari Jaguar. If any of you guys collect for Jaguar out there,
$42.
I'm skeptical.
$44.
I'm skeptical, but if you are one, they got a Jaguar game. And here's the group lot of 5 games, all CIBs. Advance War being the best game in there, I think. Oh, that's a really rare variant on SRS. I assumed as much, Josh, just because I haven't seen it before. You guys do have AHA in the States. So many sparkling waters now. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was wondering, Iceberg, because the sparkling water, I fucking love sparkling water. I was ahead of the curve on this. I was drinking frickin' Perrier before this bubbly and AHA and all these other brands existed. I was on sparkling water. Shit's delicious. But yeah, there's so many now. It really became, I don't know if it's trendy or people actually like it. I don't know. But it definitely exploded in the past few years. Cracking open a Coke. Let's go.
Fair warning.
Penguin Zero is pumping Magic the Gathering. Hasn't Charlie always been into Magic? Moist Critical, Charlie, Penguin Zero, whatever the hell you guys want to call him. Hasn't he always been a Magic the Gathering fan? I know he likes trading cards way more than anything else, because he also was like a big Yu-Gi-Oh guy. Pokemon Silver, first big game of the auction, 9.2B+. Pushing its way to almost $1,500 here. Yeah, Charlie has been into trading cards way more. Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic, I think he's always been. He was into Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't know. I thought he was into Magic too, but we, I don't know. Video games don't have people. I don't know why. We had Mizkif for a little bit. I think Mizkif still owns all of his games and stuff, but he never talks about them anymore. Montana Black never talks about games anymore. I don't know.
Fair warning.
I don't know. We just don't have game influencers. I don't know. I don't know why. TCG is just way fucking bigger. Probably always will be. Pokemon Silver closed at $1,500. Not bad for a 9.2B+, honestly. In my opinion, like Pokemon Gold, Pokemon Silver, you can get like a 9.4A+ Pokemon Silver now for, I don't know, $3,000? Less than $3,000? It might even be like $2,500. In my humble opinion, some of these Pokemon games, before they were way too freaking expensive. In my opinion, some of these Pokemon games are now just too cheap. Like, I have to assume Pokemon Silver in mid to high grade is gonna be good for the next 2 years here. You know what I mean? In 2 years, I assume Pokemon games are gonna be more expensive than they are right now. That's my call right there. I think Pokemon games have gotten too cheap. And I'm not sitting on a whole horde of them. You guys know I have my Pokemon collection. I'm not buying up multiples at this point, but I'm definitely keeping my eyes open for buying opportunity. So, just my opinion on Pokemon titles right now.
$120. $130.
Duke Nukem 0 Hour 8.5A+ for $187.50. A Bug's Life $387.50 for a 9.6A+. There's a lot of brand new copies of Bug's Life out there. Obviously not the most popular game in the world either, but almost $400 for a nice copy is not bad. Gauntlet Legends 9.8A+. If you don't have one of these in your collection already, do you even collect N64, bro? 9.8A+, pushing over $200. Charlie was into Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And oh, he's just getting into Commander. Gotcha. Okay. So maybe he wasn't into Magic already. You can't drink sparkling water. You're not sure why. You're addicted to carbonated beverages, but sparkling water is the only one you can't drink. I just love that it's like 0 calorie. You know what I mean? It's like all the fun of having a soda or a Coke or a root beer or whatever without the calories and the sugar. So it's like I fucking love it.
$340.
Cool, crisp, refreshing AHA. Now available in honey peach flavor. Delicious. Gauntlet closed at $225. Mega Man 64. 9.4A++ copy. Pushing its way. Man, I think $425. Man, I think there was a 9.2 maybe on eBay that just auctioned for very close or a little bit more even. I think this Mega Man here was a bit of a deal. I'm pretty sure on eBay. It might have even been Rainier that just sold it. 9.2A+ for closer to $500. Good price for Mega Man 64 if that's the case here. 9.4A++. Mia Hamm Soccer 9.6A+.
Fair warning.
The supply simply can't support having a bunch of people in video games. mean, maybe that is the
280.
9.48 plus silver should get 3,000. Yeah, did you get bites, Joe? Speaking of 3,000 for a silver, I know you have one. Did you get bites?
Fair
Is
warning.
anyone even interested? 9.48 plus at 3,000? Seems crazy to me.
Next lot.
Pokemon games have Pokemon
$22.
fans. Mario Zelda isn't as big. I mean, like I said, Pokemon, TCG, all that stuff is just way bigger.
$30.
Nightmare Creatures was a pop 9.
$34.
Very low a number there.
$38.
Very low number for graded copies of Nightmare Creatures. Obviously not the most popular game on N64, but $325 or 9.28 plus. Mia Hamm going for $124. WWF Attitude is 9.28 plus.
$90.
This game box, yeah, this is one of those acclaimed sports boxes. So I think getting this in high grade is actually hard. Just because all of those acclaim published N64 games have these like white cardstock boxes, and they're just trash. Let's see how Attitude looks. Okay, there are 5 9.88 plus. Okay, at least one case of this was submitted. Maybe multiple cases. 37 total for WWF Attitude. So, 9.2 isn't anything special. 114 bucks.
$100.
Mega Man 64 is trash. Hey, you watch your mouth, Josh. I have a VGA 95. I need to cross that over for the WADA 11. Right? That's how the VGA scale works. A 95 is like a WADA 11. Surely that's true. That's how all the VGA people talk these days. Looks like Price Charting is now reporting Heritage auction results. Yo, yeah, Blue Smoke. I think they have been for a bit, but I don't know how curated they are with it.
Next lot.
$90. Get the CGC 99. Yeah, I guess that's the other option too. I mean, honest to God, Josh, I'd way rather a 95 than a 9.9. A 9.9 just feels like a kick in the nuts. At least a 95 is as good as you can hope, you know what I mean? Like, who wants a 9.9? Nobody. Nobody wants a 9.9. In my opinion, really bad choice for CGC to do that. Rampage, Puzzle Attack, 9.88 plus. Pushing its way, yeah, geez, GBA here, 9.88 plus Rampage. There's 2 on the Pop Report. Not the most popular game in the world, I don't think. Pushing up over 300 bucks. Like, it reminds me of the CGC trading cards, how they were like, oh, we do 9.5s, you know, instead of 10. And the 10 is this impossible grade and stuff. And it's like, Just give people the 10.
$28.
Just give people the 10. No one wants to see a 9.9 at that point.
$32.
You're 19 days away from the 3-year anniversary, Tyler. Will you get a new emblem? Holy shit. That's insane, Tyler. Yeah, I'm going to have to.
$40.
Like, I'm going to have to make a 3-year emblem. Who would have thought I would ever be making freaking 3-year emblems for the membership? That's nuts.
$46.
You've gained 25 pounds in the past year alone. You can't stop eating cakes and drinking Cokes. Well, I'm telling you, man, get on the sparkling water train.
$28.
Get on the sparkling water train. You've been getting into San Pellegrinos? Oh, delicious. San Pellegrino's sugar, though, right? I believe.
$55.
You hired a trainer. There you go, Simon. There you go.
Fair warning. $60.
You got the personal trainer on deck. You're good to go, Simon. Rampage, Puzzle Attack, 325 bucks for the 9.88 plus copy. And we're going to do the GameCube games here, and then we got the Switch stuff coming up. I want to talk about the signature auction as well, obviously, coming up. If you guys didn't see, I made a whole video just talking about some of the stuff that is coming up on Friday. So if you didn't see that, you can go check it out, and then
$60.
you can know what's coming up on the Friday, Saturday, but I also just want to talk about it a little bit with you guys.
$180.
Mario Bros. Absolutely sun-bleached. Went for $89 still. That's, I don't know. Like, I guess someone is going to still buy this, but when I see something like this, in my mind, it's like it's worthless. But I get it still has some value, you know what I mean. Super Monkey Ball Jr., 9.88 plus. The Sega is going to be wild, yeah. I think the signature honestly has, like, some of the best stuff we've seen in a long time at a signature. And what I forgot to mention in my video that I did, and I wish I would have mentioned this because it's crazy, you know? If you go, this Zelda 9.68 plus, right? I talked about the ladder screenshot copy right here, the CGC 9.2 second print. But this
Fair
Rev
warning,
A 9.6A Plus is the highest graded circle seal that exists.
$380.
And there's a sale in, I think it's 2021, where the exact same grade, 9.6A Plus round seal, sold for $384,000. So right now it's sitting at what, like $30,000 or something? Right now it's sitting at $32,000.
Fair warning.
Yeah, last sold
$260.
2021. Where the fuck is it now?
$280.
Man, this is what's wrong with the Heritage Auctions quick comps. Like, how does it not find it? It's the same damn grade. Come on.
Fair warning.
Come on. Making my life tough out here.
Fair warning.
Ay, ay, ay.
Next lot.
There it is. August 5th, 2022. Not even 2021. This isn't even 2 years old. $384,000. Not even 2 years ago. So, yeah.
Fair warning.
Oh yeah, GameCube. Here we go. Rise of Sin Tzu went for $337.50. Pro Rally 9.4A plus. Only one copy on the Pop Report. Pro Rally, in my humble opinion, is an undervalued GameCube game.
Warning.
This should be up there with like the this should be like Tube Slider or Auto Modalista. In my, like, even as a CIB, I think Pro Rally is undervalued.
$130.
GameCube full set collecting, maybe it's just not popular enough to extend to games like Pro Rally, but
Fair warning.
I think it should be.
$140.
It should be more expensive.
$150.
Yo, Pokerface Daily, welcome in. Sorry not sticking around tonight, nothing that interesting, still love you. Definitely around for the mega auction later this week. Let's go, let us jump. I know you're probably watching frickin' NBA playoffs tonight. You think CGC should update their graded game labels to match their new card labels? Oh, me too. 100% Diego, me too. Like, I agree with you 100%. I wish CGC didn't use the blue. Like, I wish CGC didn't use the blue. This is your Batman. You graded a whole case of them. Where did you find a case of this dude?
$90.
Isn't it like super hard to find these factory sealed? I feel like CIB they're hard to find. You had a whole case of them? Where? How? What? Street Racing Syndicate 9.2A plus limited edition with the trading cards included. Limping. It's way over $100 right now. Wow. Yeah, $100.
$12.
$100, $129, Josh. Did you buy it yourself? Because that doesn't feel very special, I'll be honest.
$24.
SRS is not getting the love out there.
$32.
Pro Rally 187.50, not bad.
$44.
Double Jump Video Games had a case of them. Jeez. Is Double Jump Double Jump is Sick Cooper, I think? Am I correct on that? Bobby B had them? Really? Everyone just has cases of frickin' Batman? Why don't I have a case of Batman? Are we just gonna watch the value on this plummet? If this starts selling for $150, I'll just buy one myself.
$100.
That's crazy. I didn't realize Batman had cases coming out. That's wild. Deal Tavern had them. Oh my gosh. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Like I said, if people graded too many of these and stuff, like, I will pick one up. It's freaking awesome. Big Box GameCube is awesome.
$130.
This is a factory case of 4 of Gun on GameCube, but they graded the factory case pack. I mean, I don't know. Graded factory case packs don't really appeal to me. But here it is. Yo, Petruski, welcome in, dude. That's also your SRS? Do you have multiple copies of the SRS, Swap Daddy? Or is that the only one there? Because like I said before the auction, I've barely ever even seen this variant with the trading cards. What's the appeal for the box of 4 graded games? You get yourself a factory case. Imagine in Pokemon if they start graded the like booster box cases. That's kind of what this makes me think of, and I don't know. It just it doesn't look good. It just doesn't appeal to me. Nothing about this appeals to me. If the box itself had some design to it, I could see it. Like if the box was Gun branded and had, like, you know what I mean? I could see appeal there. But with just having a big sticker on it, just one second.
$130.
Oh, fuck, I dropped it. Look at this.
Fair
This is what I mean when I'm talking about a branded one. Let me just go to here.
$140.
Yep.
Fair warning.
Right? Like that's kind of neat. This is kind of neat. Dragon Ball Z Buddha, booted in 2 on Japanese. Like, that's kind of neat. It's all branded. It's a factory case. This would have held 10 of them. If someone graded that, I'd be like, okay, at least I can understand it, right? It has its own design. It has a bit of curb appeal. But these cardboard boxes that just have a sticker slapped on them, not for me. It's just not for me.
Fair warning.
I'd sooner crack it open, sell each game, you know. Never played gun myself. You have a raw sealed SRS? No, I don't. I don't actually need one. I'm just curious about this stuff. I don't need a Batman either, but you know, if you can get it cheap enough, I mean, yeah. You know.
Next lot.
Why would you buy that DBZ case? It has a slight crease, yeah. Honest to God, I kind of regret that purchase. Like, in hindsight, I think I paid like 80 US for it.
$130.
Kind of a waste of money. Kind of a waste of money. Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, 85 plus. Hey, VGA marked it first release, actually. That's kind of neat. VGA marked it on their label, first release.
$28.
$150 for Alpha Sapphire. Pokemon 3DS, or oh my god, Super Smash Bros. 3DS. First release with the Nintendo Network logo. That's really cool to see on the VGA logo. I really didn't think that VGA put like first print essentially on their label. That has to be a newer thing.
$160.
All you can do with that is put it in storage. Exactly. And that's kind of why I don't like it. Like, even that Dragon Ball Z case I have there, it's like, man, you can kind of just put it into storage, but let brick graders collect what they love. At least the brick, like, if you grade a brick, it has more appeal than the box, in my opinion.
$65.
You can still at least see the game. I still wouldn't grade a brick myself, but is what it is. Super Smash Bros. For 3DS there. VGA 90 for 212 bucks. That doesn't feel that expensive for a 90 on that, but I also don't follow 3DS. I don't know how common it is to find first prints of this stuff. Pokepark 2 Wonders Beyond 9.4A. Yeah, Pokepark for 20k. I believe that was this one though, Josh. Pokepark first print, of course. For 20,000.
$90.
Yeah, exactly. Pokemon for 3DS with such characters as Mario and Villager. I don't know why I said Pokemon, man. I think I was still thinking of Alpha Sapphire here.
$100.
But Pokepark 2, 9.4A, pushing its way over 100 slowly but surely. Was it a second one that went for 20k? Now I can't even remember. Let's just find Pokepark quick.
$120.
I thought it was Pokepark 1. Is Pokepark stylized as one word or two? That's the real question. Don't question me. Don't question me. Don't question me. Do not question me, Josh. Pokepark 1. It wasn't even a first print. It's a fucking second print. Like, insult to injury. This is the later ESRB version. This is a later production copy. Just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. 22,800. You guys can't see the price on your screen there. Oh yeah, you can up here. 22,800. I don't know. July 2021 makes no freaking sense to me. This is probably one of the biggest. Oh, you said second print. Okay. Oh, second print Pokepark. I thought you said sorry. You thought I see. When you said second, I thought you meant the second game. My mistake, Josh. I gotcha. Yeah, that was probably one of the biggest WTF sales we ever saw. I mean, Call of Duty 1 for what? 15,000, 18,000? I don't know. That was a pretty wild one too. But yeah, dude, I won't. That was my fault. My bad. That one's on me. Call of Duty or Pokepark were the two biggest like WTF sales. Just because those are things that like Pokepark badges for the 3-year gang. Those are games that just don't have Like, at least if you paid, you know, like the Super Smash Bros. Coming up, right? Sold for like $200,000. At least that's Super Smash Bros. N64, 9.88++. Like, I get it. I get why it exploded. But like, man, there were just some really, really bad games that went for a lot of money.
$65, $70.
Poke Park just is will always stand out.
$80.
Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, there was a 95 for $300. Jeez.
$90.
Here's Mario Sonic at the Olympic Games VGA 95. For you Switch collectors out there, a couple of VGA 95s. Hey, beautiful. Beautiful copies. Yeah, Call of Duty Finest Hour of 20,000. Jeez, I couldn't even remember what it was. That's nuts. As far as anyone knows, Andy, the Poke Park was paid for because it shows up in the archive. If something isn't paid at Heritage, it'll say not sold. So because this has a price there, you have to, like, money traded hands there.
Fair warning.
Money did exchange hands. I'm pretty sure I talked to the seller of that. Actually, the Poke Park for 22,000. I'm positive I talked to the seller when it sold. And he was just as shocked as anyone. But, like,
$80.
he got paid. So, I mean, whatever, right? Don't ask questions. $20,000 hits your bank account for Poke Park? You don't ask questions. Like, thank you, sir. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, $162.50 for the VGA 95. Here's the two Zelda accessories. This is a carrying case and a...
$140.
There's just two carrying cases? Are they both carrying cases? Is this like a candy bar bag and a candy bar bag carrying case? I think that's what we see here. I think you put your other case inside the other case. Looks like you have a lot of cases there. You could use a case carrier. Pushing it up to $200. VGA 90 and VGA 90 on both of them. Like I said, the frickin' grading costs on this alone is 200 plus.
Fair warning.
Yeah, buying mint finest hours. Get them while they're hot, Game Gallery. Get the finest hours while they're hot. And shoot, seeing Cristiano there, that reminds me, some of the grade results from the Dallas-Fort Worth collection are becoming public. Let me see if I can just find that quick. I think he shared it on Twitter. Oh, boy.
$260.
Who uses Twitter? Come on. Come on.
$280.
Twitter? Gotta share that stuff on Instagram, man. What do we got here? Yeah, the TM result is live. Here, this is what we got so far. These carrying cases as well are pushing up to $375. Honest to God, these are doing better than I expected. I'm happy for the consigner that they aren't going to bleed money on these. Looking for $375 on the two carrying cases. So, here is the Zelda. TM first print pedigree 9.2A. Whew. So that is insane right there. We're what, 300, 400, 500 just on the frickin' Zelda alone? Super Mario Bros. Matte sticker CIB. 9.0 overall, 8.0 box, 9.6 cart, 9.4 manual.
Fair warning.
Urban Champion. Gloss sticker, first print, 9.0 A++. Only the second copy confirmed to exist of an Urban Champion first print. I believe.
$80.
Phantasy Star on Sega Master System, 9.8 A++. Highest matte sticker that will ever be offered. Jesus Christ. Like, oh my gosh. It's, you know, back when I made my video talking about the article, I was spitballing that this could be $1 million collection. This will exceed $1 million. Absolutely will exceed $1 million amongst all the games. We already have about 250K on eBay that was sold before it was all, you know, properly curated. Just seeing those 4 games alone now, it's like 500, 600, 700. Like, we're going over $1 million on this collection easy. And that's fucking nuts. Absolutely nuts. Yeah, all from a single collection. That's the Dallas-Fort Worth collection. That's that one with the estate sale. Isn't that Zelda TM finest ever? Is it? Is that the highest graded TM Zelda ever offered too? 9.2?
$75.
What has been sold before for first prints?
$85.
You have a few other grades as well. Those are your Switch accessories, Swap Daddy. Yeah, $525, dude. Like, I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. I was genuinely scared that these were just gonna flop. 525 feels very real. Here's Tears of the Kingdom Amiibo Link, VGA 90. Not sure on the Zelda for highest grade offered. Yeah, I need to look around for that myself. Amiibo grading. I love the idea of it. I would love to get amiibos graded. Unfortunately, right now, and for the past couple of years, it costs like $115 to grade an amiibo. Because it's custom. So would I love to grade an amiibo? Yes, I would love to grade the few amiibo I have. It's basically impossible. VGA 90 pushing up to $188.50.
$160.
Looking for $200 here. It looks like you're going to turn a profit on this. It's $150 to grade an amiibo. Yeah, that's just dumb. It's just dumb. Like, there's nothing you can do. You can't grade amiibo. Like, yes, VGA grades them. It's basically impossible. That sucks. Looking for $213 on it, though. So, I mean, I guess there's some margin here. Looking for $225. Like, there is profit here. Looking for $238. That Zelda is a 7-figure piece. Whew. Could you imagine, Game Gallery? Could you imagine? I mean, I think that Zelda could push above 500K, which in this space right now, if it's the highest graded, maybe. What exists on the Wada Pop report? We have a what? VGA, there's super high copies. What has Heritage sold before?
$240.
9.0 Wada copy. 8.0, 8.0. If you want to call Wada and CGC exactly equal, this will be the highest numerical grade offered. Yes.
A drink on me.
Yo, Spacebird. Let's go, dude. Much appreciated. Much appreciated, man. Yeah, if you want to call Wada and CGC equal, 9.2 will be the highest numerical grade ever offered by Heritage. Is it a 7-figure game? I don't think so. It sounds fucking crazy. But like, that can push. That'll push. Considering, right, the last thing we saw with First Print Zelda was an 8.0 for 300K. 8.0 for 300K. So like, 9.2A highest graded, probably 500K plus. Guess it depends what millionaires are interested in it, hey? I guess that's the question. What millionaires are going to be looking to push that Zelda? Because, man, it could. Speaking of Zelda, VGA 90, Link, Tears of the Kingdom amiibo for $375. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. $375 on that Swap Daddy. You honestly did great.
Shout out Greg for pumping Daytona USA. Let's go.
Joe Kane. Let's go, dude. 18 months. Solomon's Key. Right. I did see those too, Cristiano. Were those on your Twitter? I don't remember where those was shared, but Solomon's Key, 9.8 A plus hang tab copy, and Rygar, 9.6 A plus hang tab copy. Also, just stupid high grades on those. We're still waiting on what, a Metroid hang tab?
$180.
There's other good stuff in there I know we're still waiting on, so those like 6 or 7 games alone, Cristiano. Oh my gosh. Are those like slated for August? Is that the tentative plan right now? The August signature for all that stuff? Speaking of, if you want to get into the August signature, that is the next one coming up, of course. Consignment deadline is in... Let me just take a peek here. I can't remember the date exactly. I don't want to give you guys the wrong detail. There's an auction schedule. You can find a quick little link in the description of the video, of course. Consignment deadline for the August signature, July 2nd. So you still have a month and a little bit to reach out, get into the August signature auction, and there's going to be another one coming up in November. Of course, all the other showcase auctions you can find on here. Consignment deadlines fast approaching for the PC showcase auction this summer. So, you want to get into that? Deadlines next week. And of course, always taking consignments for the weekly auctions right here on Tuesday. Huge thanks to Heritage Auctions for sponsoring tonight. Yeah, the Tears of the Kingdom amiibo for $375, like, that shocks me. I honestly, like, I still wouldn't gamble on it. I still wouldn't gamble the grading fee. But, like, man, that is profit. Like, that is profit at $375. The Joy-Con controllers, $350. Again, like, I wouldn't gamble it. But, man, $350, like, that's a good sale. All of this stuff is selling for more than I expected it to. 85 plus Tears of the Kingdom controller.
$160.
Multiple Master System games got 9.8 A++.
$180.
The bigger games are going into the signature. There will also be a Sega showcase. Okay, gotcha. You're going to load up that one too. Gotcha. Jesus. Yeah, it's going to be huge. That's going to be a huge signature. Like this one right here, the signature coming up already has some monster games in it, and then it's like, we're going to follow this one up with the August signature with the DFW collection that might even be more crazy. Hell of a 2024.
$30.
Exciting stuff for video game collecting, honestly. Nintendo comes to a close. The Switch Pro controller closes at $250, and we enter into Sega.
$46. $50, $60, $70.
Zelda always does well. Yeah, I mean, you nailed it, Swap Daddy. You nailed it. I was terrified for those items, man. It ended up working out for you. Is there a specific seasonal signature that is considered the most lucrative, prestigious? I don't believe so, Elijah. There's 4 signatures a year. They run every 3 months. I don't think any of them are more prestigious or, you know, stand out versus any of the other ones.
$180.
Balls.
What do you think would a sealed
9.88 for
for
$325.
Resident Evil with some flaws could be worth? Could grade a 8.0A or so.
Wow. Wow, Spacebird. $5.99 dono there. That's huge. With the conversion, that's a huge donation. I'll be swimming in Canadian dollars, so thank you. What do I think a sealed long box copy of Resident Evil with some flaws could be worth? 8.0A. I just want to make sure I have the I have the number from the last one we saw. What did I type in there? I missed the E.
Fair warning.
Because we did just see one not that long ago with Resident Evil long box. 9.6A plus for $38,000 in November. So I mean, if you go 8.0A, I would assume you're still getting 10,000 plus for it.
$65. $80.
I would greatly assume 10,000, maybe 15, somewhere in there. Getting a Resident Evil long box in general is damn near impossible. So even on the lower side, like an 8.0A, that gives like a copy, an entry-level copy. You know what I mean? You have a copy that you can actually buy without spending $30,000, $40,000. So I think it's going to appeal to a lot of people around that $10,000, $15,000 range. I mean, heck, it could even go for more, just again, because it's not like if you're chasing a 9.6, you're going to pay a 9.6 price. So there's still a lot of value there, Spacebird, even at an 8.0A. Sports Talk Football 93, Joe Montana, 9.8A for $212.50, along with Batman Forever, 9.8A plus, same price, $212.50. Operation Europe, Path to Victory, 9.8A plus for $175, and a Magic School Bus, 8.5A plus, only 2 copies on the Pop Report. Rare Sega Genesis game for the people who go very deep into the Sega Genesis library. Looking for $250 here, Magic School Bus.
Next lot.
Outselling all of the 9.8s. Yeah, the 9.8 Genesis this round, Josh. Not huge sales on them. Look at this. It's so hard with Genesis, though. I don't know.
$40.
Genesis is tough. So much of the money seems to revolve around the big titles. Wayne's World, 9.8A. Cool Genesis game again here with the 9.8. Master System games that are 9.8A++. Ghost House, F-16 Fighting Falcon, Thunderblade, Time Soldiers, Action Fighter, Golvelius. Out of all those games, like, Golvelius stands out to me the most there. My Sega Master System knowledge isn't good enough to know if any of those other 5 or 6 there are, like, really good. I know Phantasy Star was there, too. That's obviously the biggest one, but Golvelius also stands out as one that has value. I mean, at 9.8A++ Master System, that's just crazy. Wayne's World, the 9.8A, $300. Yeah, they all just kind of floated in that $200 to $300 range there, Josh.
$300.
Yeah, Genesis is freaking tough. Genesis is tough. A lot of the value revolves around very specific titles. Ghost House and F-16 are both launch games. Oh, they have to be impossible to find then.
$2. $7.
Those both have to be impossible to find high grade then. Launch title Master System, there's no way.
$12.
Nights into Dreams. 85 qualified there on Sega Saturn, went for 350. That's a big box with the 3D control pad inside. Got a couple of Dreamcast games this week, actually.
$4.
Carrier 8.0 A+. First time offering Carrier on Dreamcast. Jeez. Got hit with a little bit of fading on the spine, but 8.0 A+ copy. Your only Genesis game is European Sonic 1 that you overpaid for a signature?
$36.
Well,
$38.40.
I remember, I don't know if you're referencing when I sold a European Sonic 1, but yeah, European Sonic 1 sold for so much. So freaking much. I mean, Sonic 1, I guess, in general, right? Sonic throughout the boom was crazy. That's what you're referencing? Yeah, my Sonic 1 sale? Yeah. I think it was like $15,000 for a freaking European Sonic 1. Just nonsensical. Absolutely nonsensical. Magic School Bus is very nostalgic, but didn't know it had games. I don't know if it has other console games, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have a game on Super Nintendo. Nothing on NES, nothing on N64. PlayStation 1 might have a Magic School Bus game. Maybe. But like, yeah, not a franchise that was turned into games very often. Carrier ended up going for $89, and here's Daytona USA, 9.88 plus on Dreamcast. I'm pretty sure Daytona USA has some fans. I'm pretty positive it does. Highest graded copy ever offered here by Heritage. Pushing its way up over $200, 9.88 plus CGC. PC, right. PC. Did I clarify console games? I might have, but yeah, I'm not surprised to hear PC got a bunch of Magic School Bus. It seems like Magic School Bus would be a great point-and-click type of game. Kind of like Freddy Fish for kids. If you guys were on the Putt-Putt or Freddy Fish train as kids.
Fair warning.
DS has a Magic School Bus game. That's weird. And Sega Pico has one. Jesus.
Fair warning.
Daytona USA here looking for $200, pushing almost $250 here. Everyone loves Dreamcast, even the people who hate it.
Fair warning.
Magic School Bus was basically a point and click, but no, not as good.
Next lot.
Sega CD Mortal Kombat 9.8 A++. Yeah, that's super cool. It's super cool because Sega CD cases crack if you look at them wrong, so anytime you get a 9.8 A++ Sega CD game, it's like, whoa. How did that survive? Daytona USA closing at $237.50. Here's Zombie Revenge and Typing of the Dead, 9.6 and 9.4.
Fair warning.
When it comes to graded games, Nintendo does what Genesis don't. Yeah, I mean, it'd be good to see Sega in general get more love, get more attention.
Fair warning.
Just for like, you know, video game collecting in general. Because Sega opens up, like Sega Genesis is a great console.
$28.
I know you guys watching probably know that. You guys are probably deeper into the hobby. A bunch of well-sophisticated people who understand Genesis is actually awesome, but
$40.
it just doesn't frickin' get the same love at all. It's that thing of like, it just doesn't have the same relevance in 2024. Is what it is. The red box is too ugly for display on Genesis. You guys are crazy.
$5.
Sega Genesis Castlevania Bloodlines 9.6 A++. Yeah, that's insane. Does that even exist as a 9.8 A++?
$110.
I'm kind of skeptical. Bloodlines is like one of those Genesis games that actually funnels money. Yeah, there is no 9.8 A++. There's a single 9.8 A+ that exists, and that's it. Then there's like 9.6 A. So yeah, 9.6 A++ CGC on Bloodlines is like, that's big.
$2. $7. $9.
Nuclear Dawn. Yeah, that's from the Dreamer Collection. Jeez. Wow. From the Dreamer Collection. $139 there. 9.8 A+. Not a game I've ever heard of actually on PS1. Duke Nukem Land of the Babes. 8.0 A. There's some cracks on the case on the back is the notes here. That's why it's an 8.0, but Duke Nukem's freaking awesome. Pushing its way up to $70. Yo, Divine Pops, welcome, dude. Have you had fun with the GameStop Pokemon trading card system? Has that hit your store? Have you had to do it yet? Also, I gotta say, I know you mentioned it earlier, Josh. The
$60.
pedigree labels for CGC are like they're amazing, man. Like considering that this right here is a pedigree Wada game, like this is from the Dreamer collection, right? You don't get any cool fanfare. They just add the words to the label. The fact that CGC went all out, like man, they won. CGC won like incredibly. Like CGC is they nailed it, man. They absolutely nailed the pedigree thing.
$85.
If I had a pedigree game, like I would want the CGC label.
$90.
It looks so damn good. Sega Genesis, Ghosts and Ghouls, Clamshell, 9.6B plus. Yeah, that's a big game too. Ghouls and Ghosts in any grade on Genesis is good.
Next lot. $70.
Duke Nukem closing at 114 into the Dukes of Hazzard, 9.88 plus plus. Straight from a factory 4-pack there in the notes. Beautiful copy of Dukes. Is the buyer of the sealed Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy that sold 2 days ago in here? I haven't heard anything on that, Spacebird. I personally have not seen yet who bought that. I haven't seen anyone post about it. Nothing. I don't know. Are you what's your Discord name? Are you the same guy in Discord who asked about it?
Fair warning.
But yeah, I saw that Mega Man 5 pop up. Like I search a very, very, very broad eBay search. It's basically like sealed is my search. And when I refreshed it, that Mega Man 5 factory sealed was sitting at the very top of my search.
$120.
And by the when I clicked it, it was already sold. So it probably got botted.
Fair warning.
It probably got snagged by a bot, I would assume. $2,200 Mega Man 5 factory sealed, nice condition is insane. If you guys don't know Mega Man 5 on Game Boy, it's like, it's right up there, man.
Warning.
Right up there with most expensive like Game Boy Grail game that exists.
Next lot. $7.
Dukes of Hazzard, $150 there. Dukes of Hazzard again. Daisy dukes it out. 9.68 plus. Yeah, zero knowledge. That's what I was looking for. Yes. I figured it was you. You took an ice bath for 5 minutes after your workout. Have I ever tried this? No. I've literally never taken an ice bath. Never. And I don't know if I will.
Fair warning.
Like, I know it's supposed to be this amazing thing, and TikTok always shows me ice baths, and like, I don't know. Don't know if I'll ever actually do it. Welcome, Super Garbage Day. Your Toys R Us GBA came home from... Yeah, I saw that, man. 85 plus on the Target GBA, I think. Crazy. Oh, shit.
Fair warning.
The Metroid hang tab copy from the Dallas Fort Worth collection confirmed 9.6A plus. That has to be the highest copy that exists, right?
Fair warning.
Metroid hang tab. Oh, there's a Wada 9.6A plus. Jesus. So I guess now it's tied at 9.6A plus. That is nuts.
Fair warning.
That is nuts.
$220.
Wow. That Metroid, I don't even know what to expect out of it. There's a 90 as well. Gotcha. So there's a 90 and 296.8 plus now for Metroid. I don't know what to expect out of that either. Like, that has to be a $100,000 game, right? That has to be 6 figures. Metroid gets enough love, doesn't it? People like Metroid? I think they do. Surely. How do bots work on eBay? I'm not 100% sure, sorry. I've never looked into doing it myself, but essentially, you set up a bot that combs keywords, and so if those keywords match your bot, and it hits in the price range that you also set, your bot will just automatically buy the listing as soon as it picks it up. Does that make sense? So if your bot is like, oh, if you see Mega Man 5 on Game Boy, condition, brand new, prices between this, it'll just automatically buy the listing. And then you like, you know, if it's bad or whatever, your bot fucks up, you just refund, blah, 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 blah. But that's essentially how the bots work. Now, how do you set one up? How do you get one? How does the bot... I don't know. I don't know further details. But botting on, like, eBay and stuff, it's absolutely a thing. Dukes of Hazzard 2 actually went for $275. Pretty freaking decent. A Gran Turismo 8.5A plus black label. First print copy. 8.5A plus Gran Turismo here. Over $300 too.
Next lot.
Super Nintendo Mega Man X, 9.8A++. Do you know if it's made in Japan, Cristiano? If that Mega Man X is made in Japan, it's massive.
$65, $75.
The Bubble Bobble got a 9.8A+. Let's go. Man, everything in that Dallas-Fort Worth collection is just like minty.
Fair warning.
Like, truly, that's crazy. And yes, Mega Man, Super Nintendo, that made in Japan. That's nuts. That's nuts. 9.8A++ made in Japan, Mega Man X. That's crazy. I assume that doesn't exist on the Wada Pop report. I assume.
$140.
No, there isn't even a 9.8 copy on the Wada Pop report. Holy shit. Wow. That's a nice copy of Mega Man X.
$160.
The next signature with these games is going to be just stupid. It's going to be just stupid. Yeah, when do we get an actual full list, Cristiano? When do we get a curated list or an article update with Collect Media? What are we going to get from that?
Fair warning.
When are we going to get the full deal?
Next lot.
Celebrity Deathmatch 9.6A went for $225. Oh, A+, sorry. Not $225. Gran Turismo sold for $337.50. I'm actually surprised that an 8.5 like Black Label Gran Turismo is worth $300 and some still. Like, that's not bad. A Point Blank 3 9.6A+ from Namco. This is a light gun game, I believe.
Fair warning.
I believe. First time offering it here.
Next lot.
Maybe it's not a light gun game. $104 for it. Either way, if anyone's interested in that.
Fair warning.
Suikoden 8.0A+. Yeah, a couple of cracks on it, so that's what's going to do the grade down there, but everyone loves Suikoden. Looking for $175. There sure are a lot of Suikoden 9698As on the Wada Pop report. Yeah, that's a lot of these double jewel case games, Jonathan, unless it's like super rare, they're usually going to skew towards 9698 because all that means is like the case isn't cracked, right? So if it isn't cracked, you're like automatically going to get a 96. And then it just comes down to seal condition. So this one just happens to be a cracked copy, and it's all the way down to 8, right? Time Crisis 9.6B plus Namco. This one has to be a light shooter, right? Isn't that all Namco makes on PS1 is light gun games? Yeah, this one's for the light gun.
$170.
Time Crisis here is a light gun game. What does backdoored mean? So if something sells on eBay, Viridian, if someone goes to sold listings and fires someone a message being like, hey, I see your game sold, I'll actually offer you more money for it. That is backdooring someone. It's buying a game that's already sold. You screw over the other person, and you you steal it out the back door, essentially. I don't know why it's called backdooring, but that's what it is. The guy who originally bought it gets backdoored. Maybe that's the... this is a family stream, so I can't go into details, but maybe that's where it came from.
$55. $65.
There is going to be a Sega showcase where that most of the DFW Sega stuff will go into. Gotcha.
Fair warning.
Yeah, that DFW collection, honest to God, like, could have had its own auction. Like, that would have been fully justifiable if you guys just had a DFW auction. Ultimate 8-Ball 9.88 plus went for $94. From the Dreamer collection again, geez, Time Crisis went for $200. Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories 9.4B plus. If you guys saw on my Instagram, I recently bought one of these off eBay. Beautiful, raw copy, black label. 200 US I paid. And the person shipped it in a frickin' bubble mailer. So, that's it. Rip my copy of Forbidden Memories. It cracked right across the back and I returned it. So I don't have a copy of Forbidden Memories anymore. Feels good, man. Looking for $188 for this copy. Oh yeah, if you get a really good deal on eBay, Viridian, there's like an 80% chance you're going to get backdoored. Like, it's... that Mega Man 5 that sold for $2,000, the odds of a backdoor on that are insanely high. Like, insanely high. That game's probably worth 10,000 plus. So, like, you know, someone will just be like, hey, I'll give you 5,000 for it. And, you know, no fault to the seller. If someone's going to give you an extra $3,000, I don't blame them for canceling. You know what I mean? Yu-Gi-Oh! Going for $187.50 into some of these limited editions here now. Starting off with Blade Runner Enhanced Edition. This is for what? PS4, 90 plus there, going for $139. Castlevania Anniversary Collection, VGA 95, Bloodlines Edition. Also, PS4 here, limited run. A really nice grade.
Fair warning. Next lot. $240.
Castlevania Anniversary there, $262.50. Castlevania Anniversary Collection again. This is Classic Edition, VGA 95. What's the best edition of these? This was Anniversary Edition or Bloodlines Edition. This is Classic Edition. How many editions did they make? What's the best edition you should own? I didn't keep up at all with all this like limited run, super rare game stuff, so I genuinely have no idea. Just doesn't appeal to me at all, you know? Horizon Forbidden West Special Edition, VGA 90 on that for $275. Shadow of the Colossus, VGA 95 Special Edition on PS4. That's freaking nice. That is nice in VGA 95. Jeez.
Next lot.
Less than $200. Kent, did you also grab yourself the Shadow of the Colossus? That feels pretty decent at that price point, honestly. This feels like something we would have saw at Certified Link a year ago. Yeah, you want Shadow? I'm not surprised, dude. $187.50 feels good for that. Dark Watch, VGA 85. Oh, man, I was going to click the bid button. $84 on Dark Watch. I was going to hit bid. I was going to bid. $84 or an 85 plus. Dark Watch is a cool game. Fable, 85 plus. This is September date codes on the back.
Fair warning.
You just got a purchase canceled because you asked the seller to use bubble wrap and ship in a box, and apparently you were being too much of a diva. Yeah. I usually always send that message, Brian. And the one time I got complacent with Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories, because, like, it's $200 fucking dollars. Who's not going to ship that in a box? And sure enough, the one time I get screwed. Final Fight Streetwise. I'll go ahead and bid on this.
You've been outbid.
I'll bid one more time.
$90.
I know I said I'm not buying junk,
You've
but
been outbid.
85 plus Capcom Final Fight Streetwise, kind of cool game. Kind of a cool game.
Fair warning.
Xbox collectors will care, but I mean, there are no Xbox collectors, so no one cares.
$240.
$114. That's still, man, I should have bid again. I should have bid again. Halo Triple Pack, 85 plus uncirculated. Like I said in my Instagram stories, this used to be like the peak of Xbox collecting. Like on the very early Xbox rarity guides written by JJ, like JJ with price charting, JJ Hendricks, this was right near the top. Like this was the game, man. Halo Triple Pack. Pushing for 938 here, which honestly is like pretty darn good. 85 plus uncirculated, big box.
Fair warning.
You picked up the GameCube Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest, 9.6A plus or 285. Doesn't sound too bad at all, J-Long, for a 9.6A plus on that. Will eBay ban accounts at backdoor? Like, yes, but no. You know what I mean? Like, no. It's pretty damn hard to actually get banned on eBay, so like at absolute worst, you might get a warning. But who cares? You know what I mean? Like, especially if we're talking about offers of extra hundreds or thousands of dollars, like, you get a warning, the odds of you getting banned are very, very low.
Fair warning.
Midnight Club 2, 85 plus, selling for more than like everything almost. Fable went for $275. If this was an early copy of Fable, I would have went for it. I don't really want a later print, to be honest. I know it looks the exact same, but, you know, small nuance. Halo Triple Pack went for $900 there. Midnight Club 2, $200. Shadow the Hedgehog, also, man, good Xbox selection today, hey? $237.50 for Shadow the Hedgehog. Toe Jam and Earl, VGA 90.
You've been outbid.
$110.
Yeah, the Toe Jam, Josh, I was saying this was cheap the last time it sold. I think it was like an 85 plus maybe, or a frickin' 9.4A plus. I'll do one more bid. Oh my gosh. I can't.
You've been outbid.
I think at 150 it's still cheap, but like, I gotta stop buying shit that I don't actually want.
140.
Really, really good Xbox selection. Really good Xbox selection. And outside of like Midnight Club 2 for $200, I mean, they didn't really sell for that much.
$150.
You just had a $170 Game Boy Advance game get shipped in a bubble mailer. Like, you're like,
Fair
what?
warning.
Doesn't make any sense, man. You want Blade Runner, the second Castlevania
Next
lot,
lot.
Horizon, and Shadow. Yeah.
$2.
Kent, I feel like those
$24.
were all great. Like, I feel like that's the kind of stuff we used to see on Certified Link,
28,
and it would sell for like too much.
$40.
Nice to see some of those selling for like just good prices, honestly.
Fair warning.
Yeah, showing some restraint. Showing some restraint. I know. This is probably the highest graded copy that exists, Josh, for Toe Jam and Earl. It wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. There's probably like 3 on the VGA Pop Report, and this is the highest one. So,
$85.
yeah, man. I'm really, really, really trying, though. I'm really trying to not just buy everything. To not just buy, like, I could have bought Final Fight tonight, Toe Jam and Earl, and frickin' Dark Watch and spent like $400 US, right? But like,
Fair warning.
gotta try and put it towards stuff I actually want. We are reformed collectors around here now. 2024 is the year of reform, damn it. We will do better.
Next lot. $55. $60.
Gotta save up for that good stuff.
$80.
Halo Infinite 95 plus. Speaking of the good stuff, am I right? Speaking of buying the good stuff. I mean, this is pretty fucking cool. 95 plus, like it's immaculate. Looking for $100 on it.
$95. $100.
Whenever it's something important, you message the seller and ask them to ship it in a box. Too many times you've gotten burned. I usually do too, Logan. I usually do too. Yo, DS.
$120.
You appreciate the commitment. I appreciate you coming out, man. You had Contra 4 for the DS sent to you in a bubble mailer, and you can see the bubble marks on it. Yeah, it's awful, man. You can put that 400 towards something that doesn't have Toe Jam in the name. Sometimes, man, sometimes. Cut the fat, stick to the budget. Yup. Yup. Oh, does Halo Infinite usually have a slipcover on it? I'm actually not familiar.
Fair warning.
But yeah, no slipcover on this copy here, pushing its way up almost $200 on Halo Infinite, actually.
$170.
You're not a sealed collector, but you hear me about the reform. You're trying to stop buying bullshit you don't really want. It's tough, Nick. It's tough, man. It's just tough. Especially when you see something and it's like $20, $30 underpriced, you know. A little bit of a discount on what price charting says. Like, it's just hard to, it's hard to pass up stuff that's a good deal.
$18.
Like, if you're just gonna flip it, I get it. Buy it, flip it, whatever, but man, I just buy too much shit that is just like a good price, quote unquote. Trying to not do that as much. Halo Infinite, $200 for the 95 plus. This is Soul Calibur 6 to close off the auction. Looking for $99. You see something for a good price and you pull the trigger, even though you don't give a shit about it. Yep. Yep. I feel like that's the burden of like most collectors. At least once you start doing it at a more, maybe not a serious level, but once you start, you know, you really get into it. Soul Calibur closes at about $100. Yo, Steve Craig Retro Games just showed up for the end of the auction, my guy. You're selling so much BS you accumulated over the years, it's a nightmare. Yeah, I'm sending off another box for eBay consignment, like right now. Like I just packaged it up yesterday. It's more NES CIBs. It's the remainder of my Genesis cartridges. A random Chrono Trigger guidebook I have. Like just random shit, you know, Game Boy Color CIBs that aren't worth much. Just trimming down still. Just still trimming it down. Slowly but surely, trimming it down. Got to get the collection down to a manageable state. You're almost at 1,100 games and you generally don't care about maybe 400 to 500. Oh, I hear you, man. I hear you, Nick. I have to be over 1,000 still myself. I'm probably close to the 2,000 still, honestly. I want to get that number below 1,000. Like, at bare minimum, I want below 1,000. We gotta just keep cutting. Gotta just keep cutting. Slowly but surely. So long as I'm selling more than I'm buying. The average sold price is $239 tonight. That's actually not bad. Remember when the weeklies were just like clouded with stuff selling for $30? Not bad. $239 average price, actually. You just bought a game and you already had cause. You just bought a game you already had because it was at a good price. You have no excuse. Yeah, you gotta resell it then, Viridian. You have to resell it. You have to, like, quickly resell it. List it tonight. You know what I mean? Like, get on top of that shit. Or else you end up with boxes of all this stuff that you bought cheap or whatever, and it's like, you know what I mean? You just start accumulating shit. Get on it. Resell it. Yeah, don't be a dirty reseller. Yeah. This chat is freaking disgusting, man. I'm sure most people in here are resellers. Ruining the hobby one game at a time here. Consignment's probably the way to go. It's just easier for me at this point, Super Junk, so I don't have to deal with it. It just is what it is. Like, it just is what it is. I have too much stuff where, like, you know, pay a consignment guy 10%. Whatever. Get it out of here. And yeah, once you add in seller fees, a lot. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Wonder if there was more in grading costs tonight with all the VGA games. Yeah, some of that big box stuff doesn't, like, even those Castlevania collector's editions, right? What'd they sell for, like, $275? Like, this is gonna be a $150 grade job, I assume. With VGA. What did the game cost at retail? Surely it was almost $100, right? Like, this basically sold for the cost of the game plus grading. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts how, like, you know what trading cards, you can grade a card for, like, $12? Can't even frickin', the grading costs on some of this video game stuff is just so prohibitive. Absolutely prohibitive. You're so curious what the GBA is going to sell for? Yours, Super Garbage Day. I didn't know if you were keeping or selling that Target one. That should be worth a good penny. It's a nice console. Very nice console. What has been the average sold cost lately? I haven't been calculating it. Oh yeah, Josh, you were doing consignment for a bit. I totally forgot about that. You'd rather go for walks with your dogs than sit at a computer and list video games. Bingo. If I can give away 10, 15% of value to not have to put up with all the bullshit of selling, it's not bad, man. Obviously, I still sell some stuff myself, but like, do I collect a lot of TCG? Yes. I would say yes. I have over 1,000 graded cards. So I would say yes. I do a lot of buying and selling, like flipping with a TCG. So, like, my personal collection might be, I don't know, a few hundred. But I have over 1,000, yeah, graded cards. Between Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot of it's just in the PWCC vault, Simon. A lot of... Here, I'll bring up my vault right now. I do a lot with the PWCC vault. Once eBay opens up their vault, yeah, 701 items in the vault right now. You can see a lot of it's like not that valuable. Fucking 700 items insured at 31,000, like nothing that impressive. But yeah, like got a lot of frickin' doing a lot of stuff with the vault for sure. Makes life easier. Obviously, there's fees and stuff. You got to make it work, but like this is this is my Pele card. This is my Pele rookie that I bought using a crypto airdrop. I think I paid $2,600 for this. It's probably worth like $1,000 right now. But the crypto that I used to buy this is worth $0. So I'm a winner. I'm a winner, damn it. Even though this card's value cut in half, I'm still a winner. I buy a lot of dumb shit. This is why I make videos telling you guys to stop buying dumb stuff. I'm the king of fucking buying dumb shit. Here's Andre the Giant, 1974. Why do I own this? I paid like $400. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? But yeah, I got a lot of TCG. I love TCG, straight up, right? Like I don't often talk about it. Even I made those GameStop videos, right? Like, I would do more TCG content, but the audience that this channel has built doesn't give a shit about TCG. So it's really tough. It's really tough. I think the crypto was called Songbird. Did any of you guys get the, did any of you guys get this airdrop? 2021, maybe? What's Songbird worth? There, yeah, the value of Songbird is less than a penny each. I sold it for 24 cents each. So I would have sold it where? Right around here, right when it dropped. You can see where it came out. I sold somewhere around 24 cents. And then, yeah, now it's worth literally nothing. I think this was given for being an XRP holder. I think that's why they gave me this. Yeah. I knew enough to sell this. Just absolute garbage. Just garbage. Garbage, garbage, garbage. Given to you on the airdrop there. Airdrop. Basically, if you hold one crypto, they just give you another one for free. That's the easiest way to explain it. I haven't gotten airdrop since that one. Yeah, I don't know what ZK Sync even is, Spacebird. You're in too deep now. You're deeper than I am now. Are we going over the Siggies tonight? Well, Josh, I made the whole video there. You probably saw. And I know you also made a video going over, like, both days of the signature, I think. You have your day 2 video I still need to watch. If you guys don't know, like, I've been talking to Josh quite a bit in the channel here. If you guys aren't aware, he has his own YouTube channel. Like, he does this stuff, too. He's been around forever. What are you guys? Video Game Collectors Podcast? Is that who you are? The most generic game in all of podcasting? But Video Game Collectors here. This is Josh. I'll go ahead and link you guys in the chat. He does videos going over stuff in the hobby as well. Not a big channel or anything. It just is what it is. But, like, the dude's knowledge is probably better than mine. Quite frankly. Like, probably better than mine. So if you want to listen to another guy who knows everything there is to know about video games, go listen to Josh. He goes over stuff as well with this hobby. Yeah, the good old waffle foot. The foot of waffle. Air is what the crypto is. Drop is the eventual... Yeah, the eventual price, exactly. You were just watching the video on Star Wars Hotel? Yes, I'm 2.5 hours in, Super Junk, to the Star Wars Hotel video. Where does it show that? Was that on my, like, page or something? I'm 2.5 hours into that Star Wars Hotel video. We're crushing it. Getting through. Getting through. Watch their latest video and comment and give this and the stream a thumbs up. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough making content. You felt bad about owning Tesla stock? Thanks for showing your PWCC vault, making you feel better? Yeah. Frickin' Tesla owners, hey, Dukter? Frickin' Tesla owners finally getting kicked in the nuts. They had like 5 years of only up, I tell ya. Yeah, the Jenny Nicholson video. Are we all just watching the Star Wars Hotel video right now? Is that the frickin' flavor of the day? It's so good. It's so good. Where was it? It was on my feed here? Such a good video. I've never watched any video from her before this. So I'm like, I'm in. Yeah, the spectacular fail of the Star Wars Hotel. Great video. Great video. Never seen anything else by her. Like, now I'm a fan. So, yeah, the PWCC vault, Josh, is the only way I'm able to do it. Like, if I was handling TCG myself, I could never do it, right? Could never do it. And that's the biggest thing with these vault services is, like, if you're going to do buying and selling at, like, a higher volume level, it's a lot of fulfillment, man. Selling stuff on eBay, selling stuff yourself, there's a lot of time that goes into fulfillment. Selling, like, buying and selling becomes a full-time job then. So, if I'm going to do YouTube, right, like, YouTube is where I put a lot of my time, doing the buying and selling, I can't pour my life into it, so I have to use vault services, middleman, consignment. Gotta make it work. Gotta make it work through other means. PWCC laid off like 60 people in April of 2023 and then sold themselves to fanatics. Yeah, exactly. Reselling can be a business or a hobby. And if you're doing it like at a point, like 700 cards, I can't handle that. I could never handle that. So I have to use a vault service. And once eBay and PSA is fully integrated, ideally, I'll be able to move all my stuff out of PWCC and put it onto eBay. There's simply more eyeballs. More eyeballs on eBay than PWCC will ever get. But yeah, Josh was the best thing to ever happen to PWCC, honestly. That was the best thing to ever happen there. They were actually doing video games, and now they just don't. Now they just don't. Oh yeah, packing and shipping takes forever. Like, it's awful. It's freaking awful. I mean, seriously, PWCC was picking up steam, man. You were getting consignments. I was, like, shocked that you were actually getting decent consignments to PWCC. And then they just, like, cut you and games are dead there again. Which, I mean, I'm glad. Working for a competitor, I mean, fuck them, right? Fuck PWCC. Consign your games to Heritage Auctions anyway, but... I got nothing else to say on that matter. I'm a company man, damn it. Pokemon Silver 9.2B Plus going for $1,500 there. The Halo Triple Pack, second highest item of the auction, a $906.25 for the 85 Plus. I gotta buy myself one of these someday. I need to get one. It's an awesome game. The two Switch accessories somehow, some way went for $525. I just, like, why? Why? Like, why? You know when people call graded games stupid? Like, the consigner sold these, he was in the chat. I don't think he's in here anymore now, so I can give you guys some honest thoughts, right? We're at the end of the stream now. No one's gonna listen to this. Yeah, most people have already left. When people call graded stuff stupid, like, why the fuck would someone pay $500 for these? Why? Like, it's a freaking carrying case. Why? Can't you still buy these for like 30, 40 bucks each? How much are these things actually worth? They're carrying cases. It just feels like one of those lost the plot types of things there, where you're just buying anything graded and, you know. Super Monkey Ball Jr., $450 for the 9.88++. Mega Man 64, 9.48++ for $425. And Bugs Life, 9.68+ for $387.50. Yes, PWCC is great for international. Absolutely, agreed 100%. Me being international, Canadian. Yes, it's great. Makes no damn sense, what the fuck? The case lot and the carry case is too much for me. Yeah, it just feels like one step too far here. You know, if they sold for $100, $200, I'd be like, whatever. But $525? $525? They paid $250 per carrying case? What? Why? On the other side of the auction, the one game that sold for less than every other game in the auction this time around is Miss Pac-Man on Atari 2600 later production copy, 9.28+ or $84. And Davey's Gaming with the 5. Yeah, Heritage or bust. Damn right. Heritage or bust.
Heritage or bust. GG everyone.
Appreciate the $5, Davey. That's huge, man. It's very kind of you. Yeah, ahead of the curve mindset. Yeah, when those carrying cases are selling for $500 each in 2030, I'll be the guy sitting here like an idiot. When those carrying cases double in value, like, joke's on Greg, right? When Omar was whoring himself around, people would grade anything. Some dude had graded third-party Tengen AC adapter and had it on eBay for $13. Oh my god. Yeah, I thought those carrying cases were selling for nothing, Alma. I genuinely thought that I think Swap Daddy was in the chat there. He's the one who consigned them. I thought he was taking a bath on those items. Instead, dude walks away with money. Crazy. Crazy. Graded games, man. Maybe it truly is a infinite money glitch. Maybe it truly is. Oh, Josh. There we go. Welcome to the Greg Gang, my guy. Welcome in, Josh. In only 2 short years, you can have a nice little Mario chair beside your name. That sounds awesome, hey? Only 2 years of being signed up for this? Will I even exist in 2 years? I don't know. But that's what you have forward. That's what you have to look forward to. Yeah, I appreciate it, Josh. VGA grades Roblox figures? You know, because you submitted one? Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Frickin' Mario chair. Frickin' Mario chair. But on that note, you guys, the signature's coming up on May 24th, May 25th, this Friday, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. Earlier start time than usual, so don't forget about it. Don't miss it. Make sure to browse early, know what you're going to do, all that stuff. Coming up, Spacebird, $2.49 again. Holy shit, man. You guys, like, thank you for the donations tonight. It's huge. Absolutely huge. You guys pay off my gambling debts. I'm on an absolutely brutal streak of gambling. I think I've lost like 8 in a row. I only do $10. Like, it's not a huge deal, but you know what I mean? It hurts your ego more than your wallet when you just keep missing your gambles, I tell you. It hurts your ego. Well, much appreciated, Spacebird. Hockey, Simon. Just sports. Hockey, basketball, playoffs. You lost $500 on the Fury fight? Yeah, I don't gamble that. That is insanity. I would be sick to my stomach if I lost $500 in one night. Man, I lose my $10 bet and I'm like pissed off. Tell the girlfriend not to talk to me, you know? Me and gambling have a toxic relationship, so that's why I only do $10. I know who I am. Bird Dog, you're just in time to say goodbye. Hopefully I can see you guys on this Friday, and have a good night, everybody. Take care, guys. Have a good night. Thank you so much for the donations. Thank you so much for hanging out.